stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
Here.
Charles Costick.
Here.
Gina Isabella.
Here.
Daniel Bosley is absent. James Coffey.
Here.
And I, Katie Kulichan, present.
Motion to accept the minutes.
Resolved that the minutes of May 1st, May 8th, and May 15th of 2025 be accepted and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor please say aye.
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 Resolution carries. Anyone seeking public comment this evening? Seeing none. Advance to Resolution 178, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims 7B-25 for $251,385.78. Abstract 7B-25 prepays for the amount of $208,866.92 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
Give it to Chuck. Costick, any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 179, disposal of obsolete equipment.
Whereas it has been determined that the computer's equipment listed below is obsolete and no longer needed. It looks like there's 4 Dell Optiplex with their various tag numbers as stated here. Whereas the computer equipment will be turned over to the Buildings and Grounds Department for the proper disposal, therefore be it resolved that the town board does hereby authorize the disposal of said computers and equipment. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Costick, is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution does carry. Resolution 180, to apply for the funding of the 2025 Consolidated Funding Application CFA with New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, non-agriculture, non-point source NPS planning grant for Plattsburgh Stormwater and Green Infrastructure Feasibility Study.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh Town Board has authorized the preparation of a non-agricultural, non-point source NPS planning grant application to be prepared and submitted to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for a stormwater and green infrastructure feasibility study. And whereas the NPS planning grant application will be prepared in accordance with the guidelines established by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and whereas the NPS planning grant request will not exceed the maximum request of $75,000. And whereas the NPS planning grant requires a match contribution of 10% of the grant award, therefore it is hereby resolved that the town of Plattsburgh Town Board authorizes and directs the town supervisor to submit an application to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for a non-agricultural, non-point source planning grant application, and is authorized to execute all financial and or administrative processes relating to the grant. Be it further resolved that the town of Plattsburgh is committed to providing the required match of at least 10% of the grant award, which may include cash contributions or in-kind services toward eligible project costs to complete the feasibility study. Be it further resolved that the town of Plattsburgh is hereby committed to completing the feasibility study in accordance with the requirements of the NPS program.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 181, purchase of a new vehicle.
Whereas the Water and Wastewater Department needs one new vehicle. One second. I'll just grab this new one your hand gave me. To replace the current vehicle, and whereas the Water and Wastewater Department has complied with the New York State OGS procurement requirements for acquisition by the completion of the competitive mini bid process executed via the New York Vehicle Marketplace, therefore be it resolved to accept the following bids of Van Bortel Ford Inc. 2025 Ford F-150 XL Hybrid at $50,109.30 pursuant to the New York State Office of General Services Standards and Purchase Group contract. It is further resolved that payment be made payable from the 2025 Water and Wastewater budget account as stated here, and that a copy of this resolution be given to the Water and Wastewater Department budget officer.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, Wood, any discussion? Seeing none, all's in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 182, execute an agreement between the town of Plattsburgh and the Teamsters Local 687.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh and the Teamsters Local 687 are parties to a collective bargaining agreement, CBA, with effective dates of January 1st of 2023 through December 31st of 2025, and have been negotiating a successor agreement for the period of January 1st of 2026 through December 31st of 2028. And whereas Teamsters Local 687 membership voted to ratify the terms of the successor agreement on July 14th of 2025, and whereas the attorney for the town of Plattsburgh recommends adopting the terms of the successor agreement, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh hereby authorizes the supervisor of the town of Plattsburgh to execute a successor collective bargaining agreement between the town of Plattsburgh and the Teamsters Local 687, covering the period from January 1st of 2026 through December 31st of 2028. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, the shop stewards in the town of Plattsburgh, and the labor relations Teamster representative. Vicky Smith.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? I just want to, first and foremost, thank, the Teamsters, for, again, sitting down at the table and having a good conversation. And I also want to thank, our negotiating team, led by Chuck and Jim and, Patrick and Jennifer. Appreciate all the hard work that, you folks have spent, engaging on this, for a little while now, but I'm glad that we've come to a conclusion.
And I would just add to that, Michael, the shop stewards also.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
was back. We had a lot of very long discussions, but very professional, and I think they understood our positions, we understood their positions, and we came to an excellent agreement.
Absolutely, perfect. Can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, so does carry. Resolution 183, resolution in support of Michigan Fest, August 2nd, 2025, benefiting the Battlefield Memorial Gateway.
Whereas Michigan Fest is a new community celebration to be held on Saturday, August 2nd of 2025 in the town of Plattsburgh to honor the region's unique culinary treasure, the Michigan, and serve as a fundraiser for the advancement of the Battlefield Memorial Gateway, a project dedicated to honoring the service and sacrifice of our veterans. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh proudly recognizes its place as the home of the Michigan and is committed to promoting community events that bring people together in celebration of local heritage and collective purpose, and whereas the town extends its sincere appreciation to U First Federal Credit Union and Dan Memorial Federal Credit Union for their leadership as presenting sponsors, and to the dedicated Michigan Fest Community Organizing Committee for their hard work and enthusiasm in developing this inaugural event. And whereas Michigan Fest will include family-friendly activities, vendors, entertainment, and a public display of fireworks in the evening, with all festivities to take place on the grounds of the Clinton County Fairgrounds. And resolved that this town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby waive all related license and permit fees associated with this community fundraising event, and does authorize and direct the town clerk to issue the necessary license to conduct and operate a place of public amusement and a permit for the public display of fireworks on Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, in connection with Michigan Fest. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be provided to the finance manager, codes officer, town clerk, U First Federal Credit Union, Dan Memorial Federal Credit Union, and the Michigan Fest Organizing Committee.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
That was coming in hot there, Tom.
What's that?
I said that second came in hot. Second. Any discussion? I just want to echo the thanks that's in here. The amount of work that's going into this is truly tremendous, and just want to encourage people to come out and attend. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Resolution carries. Resolution 184, change of town board meeting time for August 7th, 2025.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh proudly became the first Purple Heart town in the North Country, affirming its deep commitment to honoring the sacrifices to our nation's combat wounded veterans. And whereas the town will commemorate the second annual Purple Heart Day ceremony in partnership with Clinton County American Legion during an evening gathering at Battlefield Memorial Gateway, home to the region's Purple Heart Trail, and a place of solemn reflection and recognition. And now therefore be resolved that the regularly scheduled town board meeting on Thursday of August 7th of 2025 will be held at 5 p.m. To accommodate participation in the Purple Heart Day ceremony.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Caustic. Is there a second?
Second.
Isabella. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 185, authorizing the town supervisor to sign a declaration of friendship with the city of Cornwall, Ontario, Canada.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh, New York, and the city of Cornwall, Ontario, Canada, wish to establish a formal declaration of friendship to express their shared desire to promote positive cross-border relations. Therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby support and authorize the town supervisor to sign a ceremonial declaration of friendship during the visit of Mayor Townville of the city of Cornwall, as well as any ceremonial documents during the reciprocal visit to the city of Cornwall by Supervisor Cashman. It is further resolved that a copy of this signed declaration of friendship be provided to the city of Cornwall.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Fantastic. Is there a second?
Second.
Wood? Any discussion?
Aye.
And again, this is, we just want to acknowledge, the relationship. Some municipalities have even gone so far to have like sister municipalities, where we can imagine this, but the mayor will be here next week, for a visit, and I'll be doing a reciprocal visit, so, yeah. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Resolution carries. I know of no need to have an executive session this evening. Is there a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting?
So moved.
Give it to Dana, and then Chuck. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We will adjourn at 6:10 p.m. Drive safe, everyone.
Hey Chuck,